Hey, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Aisha. Good morning. Say good morning to Aisha, one of my moderators. Hey, Nana one of my members. Hey, Angela Watson, another member. Ms. Diane, good morning, another member. Good morning, Deborah, another member. Good morning. Michelle, good morning, another member. Manswell, Cheryl, thank you for becoming members this morning. Madu and Deborah, thank you for becoming members. I saw that. Latoya, Ratasha, Emily, thank you for becoming members. Good morning, Kathy. The link to become a member is in the description box. Kimberly, thank you for becoming a member. Morning, Alice, another one of my members. Yes, I am. Well, it's not an audio, but this is, Ben Meiselas. I see y'all talking about Joy Reid. I haven't heard about it. Once this is done, we'll talk about it. I'll go out and find out what's going on, and we'll talk about it. Thank you, Dee, for becoming a member. Hey, Emily. Good morning, Miss Jackie, members. I'll put a link to his full video down in the description box so you guys can go back and watch it in its entirety. He did a video, I guess you can say amplifying the voices, excuse me, of all of these veterans who have been recently laid off by the Trump administration. Lomax, thank you for becoming a member. And it's just, I don't want to sound like I'm not sympathetic. What is happening is sad. I recognize that it's devastating to these people. And it's not only losing your job, losing your main source of income, it's how they are doing it, which dehumanizes you. Being laid off, being fired already attacks your self-worth, but the way that they are doing it, it dehumanizes these individuals. T. McDonuts, thank you for becoming a member. They're blaming these people for them firing them, and the reasons that they're giving is lies. Sequin, thank you for becoming a member. Lies. They're blaming it on their performance, and these people are like, I've been working for this agency for X amount of years, X amount of months. For years, I've never gotten a bad performance. I just started 3 months ago. I haven't even received a performance review. Morning, Gia, another member. And all I can think as I'm watching his video and I'm seeing the videos out there on social media It's just all I can think about was who did you vote for? Who did you vote for? Coretta, thank you for becoming a member. Wani R, thank you. Good morning. Who did you vote for? And I don't want to hear that we didn't vote for this. This this man publicly sided with millionaires and billionaires and not you. Tina, thank you for did that say Tina? Thank you for becoming a member. Tina J. You voted. You voted for this. The majority of veterans voted for Donald Trump. They voted for this. Farmers, the majority voted for Donald Trump. They voted for this. You cannot tell me that you did not vote for this. You voted for this. What you voted for was for this to happen to other people. You voted for this, but you thought this was going to happen to other people. That's what you thought. That's what you thought. You thought it was going to be the people who were going to suffer were people who looked like me. You thought it was going to be the black and brown people who you think are on welfare. That's who you thought was going to suffer. So you voted for this. But you stupidly voted for this thinking that you would be immune because you voted for Trump. I see a lot of other people joined, became a member. Thank you so much. I see other moderators came in the room. Tracy, good morning. Bougie Barbie, say good morning. Y'all say hey to my moderators. You voted for this. You just thought the cruelty, you thought it would be the libs that would get the bulk of it. And as I'm watching all of these people who are now sounding off, I am reminded, I'm always thinking about how current events connect the dots to other things that I've seen about what it is, um, the ideology of these people who support Donald Trump. How does what we are seeing happen, how does that connect to the ideology of Stephen Miller? How does that connect to the ideology of Steve Bannon? How does it connect to the ideology of the people over at the Heritage Foundation? How does it connect to the ideology of billionaires, these CEOs? How are the current events tying to all of these different people? Because I've read so many people who are tied to the billionaires, so many people who are tied to the Heritage Foundation, so many people who are tied to the Federalist Society, so many people who are tied to Donald Trump. There's so many different ideologies and beliefs that are all interconnected. And when I started to see how they are firing all of these people within the federal government, I remember a CEO, I don't remember his name. I don't remember the company. I do believe that he was a CEO that is not based here in the United States. And he was on a panel giving a speech. And I remember that CEO saying that CEOs and the millionaires and billionaires need to take the power back from the worker, that workers are arrogant. Workers believe that the CEOs, the millionaires, the billionaires need them. So, in essence, he was talking about humbling workers, instilling fear within workers. And by doing that, workers will settle. They will settle for low pay. They will settle for poor benefits. They will settle for that just so that they can have a job. They will settle for low wages just so that they will be grateful for the meager pence, the meager pay, the meager benefits that CEOs are willing to give to the American worker. I don't remember who it was. I remember he got a whole lot of backlash and he came out. He came out with an apology. You know, they always do. They always come back with an apology. I don't give a shit about their apologies. I stay focused on what it is that they said. And as I'm watching all of this that is happening, I am reminded of what it is that that CEO said. It is like these billionaires and millionaires, people like Elon Musk, who have to pay people, who have to provide benefits to people. They want to inflict pain on the worker. They want to traumatize and hurt the worker to humble the worker. So they'll be grateful for the meager pay, the meager benefits. They will be grateful for whatever it is that is offered to them. I believe that's why Elon Musk is taking such joy in doing what it is that he is doing. Remember, they have CPAC. He went on over as people are losing their livelihood. They're just not losing a job and a source of income. They're losing their benefits, health care. They're losing that as well. So Elon Musk, as people are being totally devastated by Donald Trump and Elon Musk and this administration, Elon Musk goes onto the stage over at CPAC with a chainsaw to further mock the people that he is devastating. Donald Trump is not acknowledging these people's pain. He is not acknowledging what is being done to these people. He's talking about him and Elon Musk going to Fort Knox to see if the gold is there. That's what Donald Trump is talking about. Donald Trump is blaming Joe Biden. That's Donald Trump. Donald Trump at a governor's luncheon went into full dictator mode and threatened the governor of Maine. You're either going to abide by our law, you're going to abide by our law, or you will receive no federal funding. And that governor from Maine, I don't know her name. If y'all know her name, you could put it down in the chat. That governor of Maine said, well, bitch, we'll see you in fucking court. I loved her response. She didn't miss a beat. She didn't back down. She didn't shrink. She didn't cower. She stood 10 toes down. Bitch, we'll see you in court. Did you see Letitia James won one of her lawsuits? That's why they don't like Letitia James. Yeah, they tried to insult her by calling her Big Tish. Baby, when I call Letitia James Big Tish, baby, she's Big Tish from now on. And it is a title of respect. Big Tish James, baby. They don't want to mess with that. Tish said, bitch, every move you make, I'm gonna be there to block it. I put it on my Instagram. Y'all can go over and see which lawsuit she won. Y'all can go over and see which lawsuit she won. I am sad for these people who are being totally devastated. I am sad for them. But yeah, I don't. Black people, I know how my black people are. My black people, I know y'all feel it. I feel it. I know you all are feeling it. That fighting spirit is starting to ignite. I know my black people. I know y'all's fighting spirit is starting to ignite. Don't you move. Don't you move. We can feel sympathy for them. We can be sad for what it is that is happening. But don't you move. They are going to have to fix this. They are going to have to fix this. They allowed this to happen. We tried to tell them. See, we didn't forget what he was doing in 2016. We didn't forget all of the things he was saying from the time he left the White House to the time it was time to vote. We didn't forget. We was listening to everything that he was saying, and we were trying. We were trying to get these people to listen to us, and they ignored us. They ignored us. They overtalked us. They tried to silence us. They tried to harass us. They insulted us. We did not want this to happen. And then you got all of the Tunisians going up to the White House for their Black History celebration while what is it, the USDA scholarship program? Yeah, he for Black people, yeah, he took that away. He's rolling back and all of these DEI programs and harassing and bullying other CEOs to roll back their DEI programs. And you got Black people up at the White House celebrating Black History Month. Oh yeah, no DEI programs for you, no scholarship programs for you, no affirmative action, nothing that helps you to get in the door, nothing that helps you. But we'll give you a statue. Yeah, we'll celebrate the people who entertain us. That would be the sports people. That would be the entertainers. We'll give you statues for that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. But all of these civil rights lawsuits against police officers, yeah, we just totally deleted that database. Yeah, we're not going to hold any of them accountable. Yeah, whatever Merrick Garland had going on and how he was going to hold these police officers who violated your civil rights. Yeah, we just gonna delete that. Yeah, that's what happened. They deleted that database. So whoever was being investigated for violating civil rights, yeah, that's a done deal. Yeah, and I haven't forgotten. Remember, he promised to give police officers across the country total immunity. So they'll have carte blanche to crack black people's head in. You know that's exactly who they're gonna gun for once he signs that executive order. But you got the 8% up there in Congress celebrating. I will put a link to Ben Mycelis's video in this video so you guys can watch it in its entirety. Yesterday he was fired up, Ben Mycelis, but I think after probably watching all of these stories, did you see the one lady on CNN bawling? Bawling. She was terminated. Worked for the federal government. She was terminated. I work in higher education. And I'm concerned about a lot of the positions on college campuses across the country because there are so many positions that are funded by grant funding from the federal government. And I saw a headline. I did not read the article, but I saw a headline where they have stopped a lot of that grant funding going to these colleges and universities across the country. And it's not necessarily DEI. It's just a flat cut across the board. Several positions across the country will be eliminated. Several positions across the country will be eliminated. I'm grateful. My position is not paid for by grant funding. Mm, it's sad. And what is now happening, I'm going to share some of these video clips with you. As a result of all of this devastation that Donald Trump and Elon Musk is inflicting on the American people, white people are not happy. White people are not happy. They're like, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. This wasn't supposed to affect us, the Trump voter. White people, we thought we had the complexion for the protection. This wasn't supposed to affect us. Yet it's affecting us, and I voted for you. They are literally saying that. They are literally saying that. In because they're desperate. So they're going out onto Twitter. What's this guy's name? I want y'all to follow him. Y'all might follow him. He does a lot of videos recapping what Trump supporters are saying and doing out there on Twitter. That's how I stay abreast on what's going on out there on the Twitter. What's his name? Y'all should follow him. He's a young kid. Y'all know I don't care. I follow the young ones. I follow the old ones. You know, people who are older than me that are talking politics, especially if they black, they've been working with this system a whole lot longer than I. The young ones, I want to know the young ones' perspective. I want to know, what are they thinking? I want to know what it is that they want. What are they looking for? Adam Mockler is his name. Young kid. He don't look no more than 20. Look like he still got breast milk, milk around his mouth. Adam Mockler is his name. I will put his link down in the chat. Follow him so you can understand what the young ones are thinking and how they are viewing. Listen, you have to be open-minded. You have to get all sorts of perspectives. You can't stay in the little bubble. Yes, I be over there on Republican TikTok. I want to know what them fools talking about. The reason why I'm over there is because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So yeah, I be over there on MAGA Nut TikTok. Follow Adam. He does a lot of recapping of what is being talked about over there on the Twitter sphere. And I think he just did a video. I can't remember if it's yesterday or maybe early this morning. He did a video where he was breaking down a lot of Trump supporters who are out there tweeting Elon Musk and tweeting Donald Trump. I voted for you. I'm loving what you're doing with Doge, but this, but that, but this, but that. They truly believe, because they voted for them, because they support them, that none of this was supposed to touch them. So when I say them talking about they didn't vote for this, they didn't vote for it to affect them. They voted for it. They just thought it was going to affect people who look like me with my skin color. Luke Beasley as well. I follow Luke Beasley. Harry Sisson. I follow Harry Sisson. I think those are the only. Oh, I follow JJ. There's another young one, a young brother. I think I follow. He's more on TikTok than he is on YouTube. Open up that mind. Get different perspectives. Yeah, I'm talking about the young ones. David Pakman I follow David Pakman. He's older. I'm talking about the young crew, 20, 21. Excuse me. Yes, Adam has. Yeah, Brian is the older one. I'm talking about I'm talking about the young ones, the ones that are fresh out of high school, just started taking college courses. Okay? Follow them so you can understand what the young ones are talking about. It's sad what is happening, because Kamala said it. It doesn't have to be this way. It didn't have to be this way. It didn't have to be this way. We could have kept progressing. We could have kept progressing. So anyway, I shared a couple of videos, which I don't watch the Majority Report. I don't watch anything that is connected to the Young Turks. No. Now I understand that that man may think differently than Anna Kasparian and Chink and Jank. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. He's tied to the Young Turks. The Young Turks benefit off of his YouTube channel. No. Mm-mm. Let me know when he goes out on his own. Who's the troll? Somebody said there's a troll. Who's the troll? Bluegill? What's the name of the troll? Yeah, I watch Aaron Parnes, but he's not young. When I say they still got breast milk around their mouth, they still got breast milk around the mouth. Who's the troll? Who's the troll? You got it? Okay, somebody said, one of my peeps said they got it. Okay. When I say they got breast milk around the mouth, yes, I watched Dr. Richie. I watched Dr. Richie. Um, Dr. Richie don't have nothing to, I mean, I think he's still tied to the Young Turks. So I don't watch Dr. Richie religiously. But yeah, I'm subscribed to Dr. Richie. I don't Jank and Anna, and now they having some issues with viewership. They having some issues with viewership. They haven't they don't like the fact that they are being called out for their two-facedness. They don't like the fact that they're being called out for talking out of both sides of their mouths. They don't like the fact that they are being called out for supporting Donald Trump and MAGA nuts. They don't like none of that. And so, they are trying to go toe to toe with some of these YouTube channels that stay on their neck. I think it's the Vanguard. I think it's the Vanguard. Every move, every dumb move that they make, the Vanguard got a video about it. The Vanguard keeps their foot on their necks. So yeah, I can't stand Anna Kasparian. She really believes she's smarter than what she really is, and she's not. Is she intelligent? Yeah, but she's not as intelligent as she thinks she is. Cause I'm always poking holes in her shit. Yeah, I can always when I'm watching the Vanguard putting their foot in her ass, I'm always able to poke holes in her shit. She's not as smart as she thinks she is. Neither is Jank. Blue Dolphin, we need to continue to be still. Yes. So, yeah, I think Anna Kasparian is a racist. I think she is transphobic. And I think she is a Republican. I think she is a Trump supporter. hmm And it's disgusting to me how they've used progressives to grow a platform to the size of what they have, and for them to flip the script, to turn their backs on the people that have supported them all of these years. They've taken all of their money, they're taking all of their views, and now that they flip the script and people are calling them out on them, they are talking down to those people. They are disgusting to me. And Anna is a racist to me. She is a Karen to me. Whatever, I recognize that she had to deal with assault, and I understand that that could be traumatic, and I believe her trauma from that situation is what has brought her to this point now. If everybody is coming at you, You need to take a step back. You really need, I think Anna needs to see a therapist. I think she needs to talk to someone about that of what happened to her. Uh-huh. And until she does that, I think we will continue to see her as with trying to mask her racism, because that's what she does. She tries to mask it in her idea of logic and reason in siding with MAGA nuts. If anybody has, in this current climate, if anybody has more smoke for the Democratic Party and no smoke for the party that's inflicting complete and total devastation on this country currently, they are full of shit. They are full of shit. Are Democrats untouchable? No. Y'all have heard me. I've had a few things to say about Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries. I've had a few things to say about Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush and Jamal Bowman. I've had a few things to say about it. I've had a few things to say about the Democratic Party as a whole. I've had a few things to say about that. But when you're talking about complete and total devastation, if you see anyone talking shit, more shit about the Democratic Party and trying to get people to go have a beer, isn't that what Jenk said, y'all? Go have a beer to talk about the differences between the politics. Yeah, they full of shit. They are full of shit. I don't want to have a beer with anybody that's trying to take away my rights. I don't want to have a beer with anyone that believes I'm supposed to be subservient to them. I don't want to have a beer with anyone that's trying to tell me slick like they don't want me in the boardroom. They don't want me leading a Fortune 500 company. I don't want to have a beer with anybody that believes that certain jobs are black jobs. I don't want to have a beer with anybody that tries to reduce me to a Democrat, a slave on the Democrat plantation. Yep. And that's the motto. That's how Anna and Jenk are moving. Mm-mm. No. I'm not trying to change a MAGA nut's mind. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's no longer, see, what they don't understand is no longer just about the politics. It's about character. I don't want to have a beer with anybody that believes that, yeah, I'm not equal to them because of the color of my skin. So I watch him. I'm not subscribed to him. Every now and then, I don't know what it is about him. Kyle Kalinske. Me and him just don't vibe. Let me Google right quick what's going on with Joy-Ann Reid. If Joy-Ann Reid's show was canceled, I promise you Joy is not shocked. Joy-Ann Reid's MSNBC show has been canceled as it's being reported by the New York Times. Joy Reid's evening news show on MSNBC being canceled, part of a far-reaching programming overhaul orchestrated by Rebecca Cutler, the network's new president. Two people familiar with the changes said the final episode of Miss Reid's 7 p.m. show, The Readout, is planned for sometime this week, according to the people who were not authorized to speak publicly. The show, which features in-depth interviews with politicians and other newsmakers, has been a fixture of MSNBC's lineup for the past 5 years. NBC is planning to replace Ms. Reid's program with a show led by a trio of anchors: Simone Sanders, Michael Steele, and Alicia Mendez. Okay, so Simone's show, this show used to be called The Weekend. Simone, Alicia, and Michael Steele, they would only come on during the weekends, right? So Joy-Ann Reid's show is being replaced by that show. Okay. Remember Michael Steele? I'm shocked. Michael Steele went on to, went on to Joe Scarborough's show and reamed out uh Joe Scarborough on his own show. Remember, I did a video. Y'all can go back in the videos. So that's what's happening. Joy-Ann Reid's show was canceled. Now, will Joy-Ann Reid be working in a different capacity? That's a possibility. We'll see what happens. But I promise you, Joy-Ann Reid's show being canceled is not a shock to Joy-Ann Reid. I promise you that. I promise you. It's not a shock to her. I'm waiting to see if she will show up in some other capacity. Y'all remember the other lady? What's her name? She had her own show. I think it started at 9. She came on before Lawrence O'Donnell. She came on before Lawrence O'Donnell. There was a shakeup then. They canceled her show to put Rachel Maddow on, bring Rachel Maddow back 5 days a week. No, it wasn't. No, I forget her name. She was a white lady. So, but they moved her. She's doing other type of programming, special programming. I think she's tied to something with the White House. We'll see if Joy-Ann Reid gets reassigned to somewhere else. But I would like to see a Joy-Ann Reid Unchained. I really would. Just like Don Lemon is now Unchained. Remember I told y'all Alex Wagner. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah. Alex show got canceled so that they can bring back Rachel Maddow 5 days a week. And they reassigned Alex Wagner to special programming regarding the White House. We'll see if Joy-Ann Reid will be reassigned to some other type of programming. But I would like to see a Joy-Ann Reid Unchained, because the Don Lemon we got now, baby, I'm loving it. I'm loving. He's still doing his big time interviews with politicians, and he's got his own show over there on you. People devalue YouTube, but YouTube is a plus. I'm also wondering, are they doing a shakeup to try to get Jim Acosta somewhere on the schedule? You know, Jim Acosta left CNN. Jim Acosta left CNN. And so now he's independent as well. He's on Substack. He does a lot of his reporting over on Substack. I don't know if he's also created an outlet here on YouTube, but he's independent. Listen, independent is the way to go. You ain't tied to these corporate dollars where the CEOs and advertising muzzles you. That's why we are seeing the real Don Lemon now, and we are enjoying the truth that Don Lemon brings. Don Lemon be over there cussing folks out. Don Lemon be bringing the truth. Don Lemon has a morning show and an evening show. So I would love to see an unchained Joyanne Reed. Joyanne, girl, come on over here and create your news programming here on YouTube and on Substack. No one can muzzle you that way. So for those of you who were continuing to support MSNBC because y'all was supporting Joy Reid, and yeah, y'all ready to leave now? Y'all ready to leave now? You can catch what it is that Michael Steele and Simone Sanders have to say. You can catch what they have to say outside of MSNBC. So yes, what the folks are saying is true, according to news reporting from the New York Times. Joyanne Reed follows me. I found that out just the other day. I was scrolling over there on TikTok, and I came across, because I follow her on TikTok. And if you follow someone on TikTok and they follow you back, whenever you come across one of their videos, it'll tell you that it'll flash your friend. And so I came across one of her videos, and down at the bottom it said your friend. I was like, what the fuck? Joyanne Reed follows me. Now y'all know I've been mad with Joyanne Reed since since that debate. That the Joe Biden and Donald Trump debate. I've been mad with her since then. But I still listen to what she has to say, not on MSNBC, whenever I come across a video. What you want me to say, Amy? Amy down in the chat and wants me to talk about national parks and how the park rangers have all been fired. You won't be able to, if you had plans to go visit a national park, you better do your research, because I do believe national parks have been shut down. You can't get into national parks because they've gotten rid of the rangers. Oops. Hold on, y'all. They've gotten rid of the rangers. The people who keep the park safe for us to visit. Yeah, you can't go to a national park. Can't go to a national park. He's fired people from the CDC. So with the bird flu happening, first of all, you can't even go onto the CDC website to get up-to-date information on what's going on with the bird flu and what's happening with the measles. You can't get up-to-date information. Yeah, he's removed all of that from the website. Okay. And yeah, he's fired people from the CDC. The people who was working on the bird flu stuff, he fired those people. And then had to turn around trying to figure out how to get those people back, just like he did at the nuclear plant division, whatever, for regarding our nuclear weapons. They fired all of those people and then turned around and was like, oops, maybe we shouldn't have done that. And they trying to find these people to bring them back. If it was me, baby, whatever I was making, you gonna have to triple that to get me to come back. That's number one. I'm not coming back at the same pay. I'm not coming back at the same pay. And then there's going to be a contract involved. You will secure my position. You will secure my position in writing with a pay increase for the next 4 years. Okay? Yeah, you're not bringing me back. I don't know how much they make, but you're not bringing me back at the same pay. Mm-mm. No. So uh, there's a whole, y'all are going to have to take extra steps to make sure that you and your family are safe across the board. Did they appoint that lady? Did they appoint that lady over the Department of Education? Has she been confirmed yet? They confirmed that crazy ass Cash Patel. So more stuff is going to be thrown at us once he gets in the door and gets himself situated. Linda McMahon, thank you, Teresa. She's been confirmed because he already made it clear that he expects her to take this job knowing that her job is to dismantle the Department of Education. So listen, if your kids get any type of benefits that's paid for by federal funding, I feel terrible for these children with IEPs, whether it's learning disabilities, whether it's other types of physical disabilities, they get extra benefits because of federal funding. Let me tell you what I think the whole him devastating all of these agencies. I believe that they are trying to send everything back to the states. Send everything back to the states. No federal oversight whatsoever. Send everything back to the states. I believe that is what the goal is. But in doing that, you are completely devastating American lives. And I feel sorry for these kids who are going to lose the benefits that they have been receiving. So, excuse me, through federal grant funds. And it's just not grade school. It's just not grade school, K through 12. That moves on into colleges and universities. Colleges and universities get federal funding to help pay for special type programming for kids, college students with disabilities. That rolls right on over. It rolls right on over into higher education. So like I said, these people are angry all across the country, and these Republicans and these Democrats are back in their districts, and they are having town hall meetings, and I believe it's to take the temperature of the country. They want to know where it is that they stand with their constituents. The problem is that The Republicans have been up in Washington in their own little bubble. They really haven't been taking the temperature of what has been going on outside of their bubbles. See, they go on over to Twitter and they post all of their cruel tweets. They go and they go over there and they get swarms of trolls that are in support, the MAGA nut trolls that are in support of what it is that they're doing. So they get big upped by MAGA nut trolls, right? They've been in this bubble, this Washington bubble. They have dinner with other Republicans. They have dinner with their people who support them, who provide them with funding to do what it is that they're doing. They've been in this bubble. And so now they are no longer in that bubble. They got to go back home. And they stupidly have these town hall meetings. And they are being blindsided with the truth of how people are feeling about their support of Donald Trump and Elon Musk and all it is that they're doing. So that's why, and remember in that video I posted yesterday where I shared a few more of what was going on at these town hall meetings, they just looked, that one guy, I think his name was Scott Fitzpatrick, he said something, and the crowd at his town hall, they erupted, and his face just was like, yeah, they're getting a true test of how their constituents really feel. I shared what's his name, Glenn Grothman, yes, I shared from his town hall on yesterday. I got a few more town halls that I want to watch. I haven't watched them. We're going to watch them together. And now what's going to happen is there are other Republicans who haven't had their town halls yet. They're going to start canceling their town halls. They don't want to face their angry constituents. They are going to start canceling, because remember the first Trump administration, they didn't have any town hall. They knew their constituents were pissed, and they didn't have town hall meetings at all during Trump's whole first administration. I guarantee you they will start canceling their town halls, which means the people in that district are going to have to start showing out and showing up some other type of way. Where am I? I want to use this one. It's just a few that I came across. Let's watch this one. I don't even know who these representatives are, but let's watch it. I just want to see the reaction of the representative.
With 20-year veteran teacher, as I said, I've been behind you in local stores. You came to the Albany 100th anniversary of the Albany Library branch celebration. My band played inside. Okay. I saw you on TV at NOAA. I saw you on TV at the Department of Education. What I'm saying is this: somebody asked you what your red line was, and you said that the time is always right to go. Does that mean the red line has already been crossed? Because I think it has. If you ask us to show up, we will show up. You can't do the protocol. They're not playing by the rules. When I send you those pictures, I can tell you it's the vaccine. Send you those pictures, I can tell you it's the vaccine orders. Yet I'm so proud that my representative was on the front line, right there. I thought about Jimmy Carter, and I thought about John Lewis. And I know John Lewis would have done, he would have gotten arrested that day. Make them like you. We will stand behind you. We will be there with you. We will be with you.
I don't know who representative. I'm looking him up. That is that's the district for Representative Paul Tonko, Tonko. He is a Democrat and he is in New York. He is in New York. He had his town hall meeting. Linda Sharp, Joanne Reed's show was canceled. Stop telling people that it wasn't canceled. We went over it. New York Times is reporting it this morning. Her show is being replaced with the show that has Simone Sanders, Michael Steele, and Alicia somebody. So his people are telling him, baby, show up and show out. We will be there to support you. That's a Democrat candidate who's having a town hall meeting. Let me see. I got a couple more. The Republicans, their their town halls are not. Yes, it's New York, District 20. That's what they say on here. New York, District 20. Here's another one. Let's watch this one. We're just kind of hanging out right here. I think I said all I wanted to say. Who is this? This is a Republican, Jay Albernotti. He's in Yucca Valley, California.
Leaders where a substantial portion of California state index came from one person. That was Elon Musk. You're lying. This is something we have been through before.
The sound is distorted.
He issued an executive order that said he was going to cut 4% of the federal workforce. That created a lot of consternation and people.
Y'all can't hear it. Okay, well I'll have to I'll do a separate video sharing these. I'll do a separate video sharing these because I don't know why. I don't know why it's distorted, and I don't feel like trying to figure it out. I'll do a separate video sharing these. That's what I'll do. But yeah, basically, he's gaslighting to his people. Big up in Donald Trump and big up in Elon Musk, and them people ain't trying to hear it. Listen, up until this point, they've been able to lie to the American people. Basically, right? That's what my channel is all about. Breaking down their lies, right? And telling y'all the truth, right? In my own special way. That's basically what my channel is all about. Bringing to you what is being talked about up there in Congress and breaking down their lies so that you can make an informed decision. That's what my channel is all about. And of course, you get it from the perspective from an educated Black woman, right? Y'all know that I'm here for the betterment of my community, the Black community. But I recognize that Black people, white people, people of color, Hispanic people, Asian, I recognize all people follow me, and everybody gets some type of education from me. I recognize that. They've been able to lie up until this point. They've been able to lie. They have been able to gaslight. They have been able to spin up until this point. So they think they can go into these town halls and continue the lie, the gaslight, and the spin while they are totally devastating people's lives. And that's just not gonna fly. That's just not gonna fly. And I hope they recognize soon. Because I don't know, new member alert. Thank you for becoming a member. I hope they recognize soon. 'Cause I don't know about you. I don't like to be lied to my face. I don't like my intelligence insulted. I don't like to be talked down to. I don't like my emotions played with. When you're trying to take my rights, when you are trying to make my life harder here in these United States because of whatever plan you've got for some new world order, go back to Steve Bannon. Remember, I briefly talked about all of these ideologies of all of these different people surrounding Donald Trump and how I connect the dots to what I'm seeing today. Go back and learn about Steve Bannon's ideology and this crazy thought process he has for a new world order. All of these CEOs that support Donald Trump. Remember, I talked a little bit more about that, and the guy that I remember, the CEO that I remember, and what he said about humbling and breaking workers across the world, wants to break them, get them to a point where they will accept any old type of working condition, any old type of benefits, any type level of pay. We'll be grateful for whatever they give us. Okay? And these Republicans have been on board. Donald Trump is Putin's puppet. And they're all using Donald Trump to get their ideology and their own personal agendas passed. The Heritage Foundation. Everybody got a string of Donald Trump that they're moving. And unfortunately, it's white people, racist ass white people, and clueless white people who've gotten us to this point. And it's going to take all of them to come together to fix this shit. It's going to take all of them to come together to fix this shit. With that said, I put together my little garden hydroponics thing this morning. And I'm going to go and finish putting that together. I got to load it up with 3 gallons of water. And then I can connect it to the electrical box and set up the free growing pods that they sent to me. That'll be I'll be sharing. Let me get myself together. Hold on. A lot of you, when I talked about it briefly, and a lot of people picked up on it in one of the videos that I did, and a lot of people want me to share this new garden adventure. So I will be sharing my garden adventures. Okay. So I put it together this morning. That'll be the first video, and I will create a playlist for my garden adventures. I haven't started my outside gardening yet. It's still too cold. Here in Atlanta. It's 20 something degrees right now. So for now, because I can do the hydroponics inside, we'll start with what's going on with the hydroponics. I could set that up. Some of you may know the hydroponic system. I'm trying to get an affiliate link from this company. We'll see how it goes. Let me put a little note down in here. I advise you all to find a hobby, something that you enjoy that can take your mind off of all of this chaos, even if it's for a couple of hours. You want something that can take your mind off of all of this chaos a couple of times a week. Okay? I recommend anything. I don't know. You like working out? Work out. Find something. Find something. Coloring books. Somebody said coloring books, word search, the gym. Come to find out, a lot of y'all also like to garden, so we can bond over that as well. Cause it, I think it's going to get worse before it gets better, because I don't think we're dealing with people who do not care. Donald Trump and Elon Musk do not care about the harm that they are causing. They don't care about the harm that they are causing. First, like I said, I believe we know Donald Trump is Putin's puppet, but I also think that Elon Musk is working with Vladimir Putin and with the Chinese government. And we know he's working for his own benefit. But working for those two, working with those two, it benefits him. I love seeing all of the pictures and the comments and the posts from people who own Teslas, who are getting rid of their Teslas. I was excited to see that Cybertrucks had been banned from the UK. I was excited to see that Tesla sales had decreased across, I believe, the world at this point. We fight back by holding on to our dollars, truth be told. We can fight back. But I believe that Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they 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 owe some folks. Donald Trump owes the Heritage Foundation. Donald Trump owes Vladimir Putin. Donald Trump owes the Federalist Society. Donald Trump owes the NRA. The people around Donald Trump worked for the Federalist Society, worked with the Heritage Foundation. Those people are put into place by design to ensure that the Heritage Foundation and what it is that they want gets implemented. The Federalist Society, what they want gets implemented. Everybody that's around Donald Trump, they're all positioned to make sure whoever they work for outside of the government, that whatever it is, it gets implemented. None of these people are working for the American people. Republican congressmen and women, the MAGA nuts up there in congressmen and in the House and in the Senate, they're not working for the American people. They owe the Heritage Foundation. They owe APAC. They owe the Federalist Society. Federal judges across the United States that Donald Trump has put on the bench, they owe Donald Trump. They owe the Federalist Society. Those judges that sit on the Supreme Court, they owe the Federalist Society and the Heritage Foundation. They have other people that they are working for that they owe, that they have to implement these certain policies. Oh, changing my screen. Yeah, Merrick Garland is a member of the Federalist Society. What did he do? What did he do? He put Jack Smith into place way too late. What did he do? What did he do? He put Jack Smith into place way too late so that it accomplished nothing. Merrick Garland was a complete and total failure for the American people. Had he gone in there day one doing what needed to be done, we wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't be here right now. It's going to take white people to fix this. And white people are going to have to get a whole lot angrier. They're going to have to get a whole lot louder. My stomach is growling. Okay? All right, that's all I got. Be on the lookout. I'll share a few of those videos in a separate video so y'all can see what's going on. Um, that's your homework. Your homework is to find a hobby that you enjoy that can take your mind off all of the chaos for a few times a week, a couple of times a week. Okay? I'm not doing somebody's asking for me to do a lock journey, baby. Cause I don't do anything. I don't, and that's the best thing about this lock journey. I don't do anything. So there's nothing for me to share. I don't do anything. I spray my hair after once a month. I go get my hair done. When he does it, he puts it in twists. I rock that for a week and a half. I take the twist out. I rock that for a week and a half. I wash my hair. And then from that point, every morning, I am spritzing my hair until it's time to go back to get my hair done. That's it. I don't have no routine. I do nothing. I do nothing. So yeah, a lock journey, I can't even share that. I will share the garden because yeah, I'll be doing different things and checking things out. I usually do garden walks. When I set up the one outside, I'll be doing like regular garden walks. I'm out there talking to my rose bushes. There's something for me to do with the garden. But yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. With the lock, I don't do nothing. I love my locks because I don't do nothing. Okay. Your homework is to find a hobby. I don't know. Go see a movie a couple of times a week. Go see a movie. I was supposed to go see Captain America yesterday. I ended up spending a much longer time at the exhibit. I enjoyed the exhibit. I will share a couple of photos over on the community page from the exhibit. But I had a really good time at the exhibit. I am a Christian, so and I like um certain historical aspects. I'm not all deep into it on an educational level. Not like that. I love um exhibits that bring to life how they lived back in Jesus days. You know what I'm saying? So this exhibit, what was it called? It might be coming to your area. What was it called? I call it the Jesus of Nazareth exhibit. That's not the real name of the exhibit. Hold on, let me see if I can find the name. Discovering the World of Jesus is the name of the exhibit. And they had on display, they do those excavations and they come across over there in Jerusalem. They've been able to pull up, we call them sarcophagi now. Now they're caskets. hmm they've been able to pull up certain artifacts and they put on display a lot of those artifacts. So they had uh they were so tiny too. I'm sorry. Let me get back on track. Um Little watering pots, they had dishes, they had cups and spoons, jewelry. They had the sarcophagi, but they called it something Osiris. They called it something else. Um, Clothing. They had pieces of the Dead Scrolls. They had a replica of the Holy Grail because the original Holy Grail was destroyed, or some believe it was destroyed. Some believe that it's still out there and can be found, and people are really still on the hunt for it. But they had a replica of the Holy Grail. They had sarcophagi that belonged to one of Jesus's brothers. They had coins from that era. It was amazing to see. They had the story of the baby in the manger, Jesus in the manger, and they showed the true little thing that the baby that Jesus was supposed to be laying in. It was interesting, and all of these artifacts they shared by telling the story of Jesus Christ, the greatest story ever told. His birth. They had artifacts from King Herod. They had it was a beautiful exhibit. It was a beautiful exhibit. Go to the museum, take in some history. I love those types of exhibits. Whenever an exhibit comes, when they've done some excavation from Egypt of certain kings. I went to the King Tut exhibit last year. I think it was last year. I love those types of exhibits. So anything Egyptian wise where they've excavated one of the kings from back in those days, I'm there. If they've excavated um ancient Chinese kings and queens, if there's an exhibit coming, I'm there, right? So I love it. Somebody asked if I didn't go to the Titanic. I missed that one. I found out about that one too late. If I would have found out about that one, I would have gone to that one. But yes, I've been to the King Tut. I went to the King Tut exhibit last year. Um, no, not white Jesus. Jesus had melanin. Somebody asked me about someone else. That exhibit talked about the three kings. The way the exhibit is set up, it tells the story of Jesus Christ from his birth to his death. So I found that amazing how they were able to tell the story and were able to share artifacts from each stage in the story. So if it comes in your area, I highly recommend it. Yes, the Egyptian archaeological exhibits. The Disney Channel, or you could probably find because the series is old. You could probably find some of them on YouTube. Discovery Channel has a series of these excavators, and they follow these excavations of all of those pyramids, over the pyramids and the burial chambers of these kings and important people from that era over in Egypt. Fascinating. Baby, every time they have a new one, I'm tuning in. I love it. I love it. Tutankhamun. Yes. It, and they have several different ones, several different exhibits of King Tut. So if there's another one coming, I'm going to it. I don't travel. Somebody asked me if I travel. I have a serious fear of flying. So yeah, you won't catch me on a flight for 15 hours to go over. I wish I could get past it. I wish I could get past it. But I can't. And don't tell me to take medication to calm my nerves, because that shit ain't working. It ain't working. So when I can get to these types of exhibits, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. So I'll check out these types of exhibits. Check out and see what's being displayed at your local museum. Just something to take your mind off of all of the chaos. Okay? On that note, Costco in your neighborhood. February 28th is a purchasing blackout. Don't buy anything. I just don't know what one day is going to do. I don't like these one day things. I don't. I don't. I need for people to be serious. If we're going to do it, we need to do it all the way, but it needs to be completely planned out. There a whole lot of thought has to go into it, because when you talk about these boycotts and these blackouts, we need to have backup in order to support the people who it's going to affect, and I'm specifically talking about Black people. You do these boycotts and these Black people lose their jobs. How are we going to help them to pay bills? How are we going to help them with employment? How are we going to do that? How are we going to help? Mm. A lot of people like to talk about the Montgomery bus boycott. Yeah. When they planned out that boycott, they had other things set up into place. They had people to shuttle people to and from work. Hmm. They had alternatives to help people get shuttled to and from work. It wasn't just people chose to just stop taking the bus, because the bus was major transportation for Black people. So how were these people going to get to and from work so that they can continue to pay bills? Exactly, Kay. There were carpools set up. White people who had cars, they shuttled Black people to and from work. They just didn't leave people stranded. So boycotts and all of that is nice, but we gotta think deeper. People will lose their jobs. How are we going to support those people who lose their jobs? We just gonna leave them without any type of support? Because if they lose their jobs, they can't feed their families, they can't keep a roof over their head. And to ask people to put other people in jeopardy, that is just fucked up to me. And then to chastise them, chastising people who go to Target when Target is convenient to them, they can walk to the Target because they don't have any other mode of transportation. Mm. Right, Teresa. Housewives picked up their maids. They supported their maids, picked them up, took them home. So yeah, there's a blackout, a purchasing blackout on the 28th. I will not be making any purchases on the 28th. But what is what is that one day gonna do? What is that one day gonna do? Costco is getting all of the business. True, be true, very true. But you think people really stop shopping at Target and at Walmart? Especially when Walmart is available in here in the Atlanta area. There is a Walmart every 3-4 miles. So Walmart is convenient. You think people stop shopping at Walmart? Yes. Walmart has lost money. Yes, Target has lost money. And whoever's spreading the lie that Target apologized, they have not. I'm still looking for it. Since it started, the rumor started, I'm still looking for the apology. Target has not apologized. They've lost money. Their stock has gone down, but Target has not apologized. Walmart stock has gone down. They've lost money. But have they come out and say, Black people, we are so sorry? Neither one of them. And what's going to happen is, with all of the money that they're losing, they're going to lay people off. People are going to start losing their jobs. And when white America gets a cold, Black America gets pneumonia. It will hit us harder. It will hit us harder. Yeah, Deshaun, thank you. Yeah, they want to get rid of DEI. They want to get rid of affirmative action, telling you that everybody should be considered for positions based on merit. And yet Donald Trump is firing all of the people because of the skin color, because the people he's putting in their place, they don't have the education, the qualifications, the experience than the Black people that he fired. So yeah, everybody in Donald Trump's administration, not one of them earned it. All of the people that he's firing, they earned it. They've got the experience, they've got the education, they've got the qualifications. The people he's replacing those people with, mm-mm. On that, girl, listen, we could talk all day. On that note, I'm out. I'm out. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank y'all, everybody who became a member. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. The funds from becoming a member goes to support this channel, which supports me and all that I do. At some point, I'm going to be able to quit my full-time job so that I can come in and do like Don Lemon and go live every morning and every night. So that I could do quick takes like Ben Marcellus all day. At some point, but we ain't there yet. We are not there yet. We are on the road to 500,000 subscribers. Okay, I believe we just passed the halfway mark. So if you come across this video and are not subscribe, go ahead and click. I'm getting tired, y'all. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. This is what you get from me. What you see in the live, the attitude that I have, the personality that I give, that's what you get in the videos. We talk all things politics on the federal level. I'm mostly going after the ones up there in Congress. I'm mostly going after the ones up there in Congress and what's being talked about at the president level, Donald Trump and his foolishness. I don't talk about the Supreme Court. I don't talk about the legal aspects of it all because, yeah, I don't know enough about the laws to be able to break down what is happening legally. I watch Michael Popak. I watch Ben Marcellus. What's that other guy's name? Democracy Docket. What's his name, y'all? What's his name? And then the other guy, the other attorney, Mark Elias. Thank you. I knew somebody would. No, what's the other one? What's the other one? He just quit the Washington Post. What's the other one's name? He does oh, I watch Glenn Kirshner. What's the other one? Nope, not Brian. What's the other one? Talking Feds. Him. I watch him. I get the legal tea from all of them. So Glenn Kirshner, the Talking Feds, Michael Popak, Mark Elias. Yeah, his name is Harry Littman. Thank you, Sam. Those who I follow. And then over on TikTok, I follow for legal breakdowns. I follow Hawk, Legal Dad, and I'm Not Stanley Tucci. I follow those 3 over on TikTok for the quick legal breakdowns. So thank you, everybody who became a member. I appreciate you. If you sent me super chats and Venmos, thank you. I appreciate you. Super chats, thank you so much for all of the super chats. I appreciate all of you. The only other video you'll get from me is the one with these with these what's going on at these town halls. Because yeah, I'm tired. I think I'm done for today. Political Punk, I like Political Punk. I follow him. He's not an attorney though. He does what I do. He does what I do. So yes, I follow Political Punk. And I follow those other 2 white ladies. I Hip News. If you're not following those, I love those 2 white ladies. Those 2 white ladies bring it. You hear me? They are clear. They are clear on the racism that runs rampant in this country and how it benefits white people and how it negatively affects Black people. I love those 2 white ladies. I love them. I love, if you are not following the 2 white ladies over there at I Hip News, follow those 2 white ladies. I love them. They can't stand Donald Trump. They understand he's a racist. They understand he's a misogynist. They understand that he is a fascist. They understand that he is no good for this country. And they call him out on his shit. They will break down what he is doing and saying that negatively affects the Black. I love those 2 white ladies. Do you hear me? I Hip News. I Hip News. Follow them. Follow them. Okay? Okay. Yeah, they have a podcast, but I follow them over here on YouTube. They got 2 things going on. I don't know if it's all tied to the one channel or if it's 2 different channels. I follow whatever it is. I follow both. They do like what gets on my nerves, what's aggravating me today or something like that. And then they've got I Hip News. Love those 2 white ladies. Love them. If y'all not following, listen, I follow white people. I support white people. I don't hate white people. If you are awake and you are speaking out against the nonsense, I support you. Period. Period. Okay? All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Woo! Good